my remark asking me to record myself moderating at least one event, so this is. It is recording, yes? See a timer?
Yes, I see.
Excellent.
When we move chairs? Actually,
What?
I don't want to be in your recording.
No
I can
chairs?
move chairs if you want.
I don't think so. I was able to see just fine.
You're fine.
This will also be on the internet. This is round of 16. This is the main stage. To my left is Lutheran Jihad. Welcome. Congratulations, making it. And to my right, Opuri. Congratulations, making it. Sadly, this year, only one team will advance to round of 8. And to determine which team is going to play this game. Let's begin with the puzzle check. From my left, please. Yes. Rules are still the same. Once your light is on, feel free to give an answer. I usually will give some kind of cursory acknowledgement, like, yes, you go ahead, but unnecessary as far as an acknowledged answer. Once your light is on, you are in the okay to respond on toss-ups.
One thing, I can't really read this, but I'm in a good, I think Warren and I are pretty, we're pretty close to seeing what you're, I can't read, my eyes are that good, but
I can move on. What would you?
I don't know what
How do you want to proceed? I mean, I can move over there if we can.
Yeah, but you need to reset the thing.
Reset what then? Oh, you probably do.
Maybe you can closer to the podium.
What I can do, here's an idea. Why don't I just basically restrict it out?
You guys can
Like
just,
this.
how about you just promise not to cheat?
I promise.
Well, I'm also going to make sure that it's restricted here so that the view is rather limited.
Yeah, it's been joking.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I can imagine.
All right. All right. All set? Good luck to both teams. Toss-up number 1. From this language, we get the internet terms chobo and gosu. Plus, it is also the source of the prefix and the English word hantavirus. Yeah.
Japanese.
-5, I'll continue. Most linguists consider this a agglutinative language and isolate, although some who adhere to the Altaic theory consider it Altaic. Of its 9 dialects, only Gangwon is shared between the north and south. For 10 points, name this Asiatic language mainly written in Hangul and commonly spoken in Pyongyang and Seoul. Korean is correct for 10 points. And your bonus. Bonus about Olympic curling. First for 10 points. Although played in 1924 until a few times later as a demonstration sport, it was not officially considered a medal sport until what year's games? Answer please. 1998. This country has medaled in all 10 competitions since 1998. 5 for women, 5 for men. Canada. In Sochi, these other 2 countries grabbed medals, 1 silver and 1 bronze each. Name them 5 points each. Answer, please.
Sweden and UK.
Yes, I'll take that. Great Britain and Sweden, but you get 20 points on the bonus. Both teams in for this next toss-up, toss-up number 2. This Will Be Our Year closed out the Valentine's Day episode of Mad Men's 7th season, while Eminem sampled one of their biggest US hits for the similar sounding Rhyme or Reason. Featuring Colin Blunstone on vocals, bass guitarist Chris, -5, continue. Featuring Colin Blunstone on vocals, bass guitarist Chris White co-wrote many of the songs on 1968's Odyssey and Oracle. For 10 points, named this British band featuring Ron Argent, who had their biggest hits with She's Not There and Time of the Season. The Zombies, correct for 10 points.
You think of Common Hay, Paul.
What?
You think of Common
Yeah, I
Hay.
am. Yeah.
And for bonus. Bonus about particles and types of matter for 10 points each. This type of matter cannot be observed directly due to its apparent lack of interaction with electromagnetic radiation, but can only be inferred due to its gravitational effects on other matter. Dark matter is correct. These hypothetical particles are named from the Greek word for swift, due to their velocity greater than the speed of light. Those are tachyons, yes. Electrons, positrons, and neutrinos are grouped into this class of elementary particles, all having a common spin of 1/2. Those are leptons. But you get 20 though. Both teams now in on this next toss-up, number 3. This organization had chapters throughout England, Ireland, and Scotland before it was banned in 1721, with the motto of Failli Cheque tu voldras, or do what thou will. Its members allegedly took part in satanic or neo-pagan rituals, along with a lot of drinking and debauchery. Unusual for the time, the group admitted women. For 10 points, named this organization, whose most famous members included Sir Francis Dashwood, the Earl of Sandwich, and Benjamin Franklin. Yeah?
Freemasons.
No. No penalty, though. Yeah?
The Octos.
The Hellfire Club. Also, I could have accepted the Order of the Friars of St. Francis of Wycombe. Moving on. Toss-up number 4 for both teams. The FDA approved this, originally called Oculinium, in 1989 for treating strabismus and uncontrollable blinking. That same year, a Sacramento plastic surgeon documented the other effects of toxin type A on the yolk. Botox for 10 points. Here's your bonus. This is a bonus about dogs and swearing, and whether you have dogs, or you're swearing, or neither. First, for 10 points, name the longtime host of American Top 40 on radio and American Top 10 on TV, who passed away in 2014. Yes, Casey Kasem's correct. In 1985, Kasem was recorded going into a profane rage after having to follow an up-tempo record with this signature segment, this time featuring a tale about a dog named Snuggles.
Long distance dedication.
That's a long-distance dedication. For 5 points each, name the artist of 1985's Dare Me, the aforementioned up-tempo song, or the artist of 1976's Shannon, the song requested in the dedication. And Henry Gross was the song, was the artist of the Shannon. So you get 25 on the bonus.
I said name one of them.
And for 5 points each. I need them both, sorry.
One.
But you get 25 on the bonus.
Yes, that's
Next, toss-up for both teams, toss-up number 5. Born in 1948 in Memphis, her first role was in Milos Forman's Taking Off, in which she sang a song. Not able to get a film career going, she worked on various soap operas in the 1980s and had a memorable role as Helen Kushnick in HBO's The Late Shift. Yeah, Kathy Bates is correct for 10 points. Here's your bonus. Rich kids with issues in literature. For 10 points each. First, the standard measure of such works is this 1951 novel where Holden Caulfield gets expelled from prep school, floats around for a while, and winds up in a sanatorium. Catcher in the Rye is correct. The murder of Buddy Corcoran and its impact on the group of 5 privileged students at Vermont's Hampden College is the focus of what debut novel by Donna Tartt? Answer, please.
The Secret.
It's called The Secret History. Finally, this Bret Easton Ellis novel depicts a number of disaffected young people in Ellie's party scene, including his drug dealer Rip, who was keeping a 12-year-old hostage for his personal use. Less than 0 is correct. You get 20 points on the bonus. Both teams in for this next toss-up, number 6. Born in what is now Romania and ending his life in the United States, this composer and pianist formerly studied in Budapest at the turn of the 20th century. Among his most famous works are 5th and 6th quartets from the 1930s, the symphonic poem Kossuth, and the opera Bluebeard's Yeah, Kelly Baltar, correct for 10. And your bonus. Before and after bonus, smash together 2 unrelated answers into 1, 10 points each. This 1975 cartoon featuring an anthropomorphic scroll and a boy leaving Washington to become the mayor of New York City in 2014.
Yes. Not just the Bill de Blasio.
Correct. This Wisconsin legislator and 1924 presidential candidate sings backup on Pete Townshend's only American top 10 solo hit. Answer, please. Time. Robert La Follette, My Love Opened the Door. Finally, David Gregory tries to avoid the whammy as he plays the most exciting game of his life.
Meet the presser. Meet the presser lock.
Beat that press your luck. You get 20 in the bonus. Both teams in for this next toss-up, number 7. And a native of Antwerp, he started a studio with Jan Bruegel the Younger as a teenager, and eventually became the chief assistant to Peter Paul Rubens. A large portrait of him, of King Charles I, hangs over the Crowley's breakfast table, along with 2 other of his works on TV's Downton Abbey. For 10 points, name this charming painter who counted both Italian nobles and the English court as portrait clients in the 1630s and namesake of a beard style. Van Dyke. Van Dyke is correct. You get 10 points and a bonus. Answer audibly about the American Automobile Association, accruing approximately 10 points per answer. First, what is the brand name of a series of United States travel guides published by the AAA? They're called tour books. Still offered in hard copy in these days of electronic navigation, what is the name of AAA customized map guides for specific journeys printed in booklet form? Now's the time. In response, finally for 10 points, in response to a lack of roads and highways suitable for automobiles, the AAA was founded when 9 motor clubs with a total of 1,500 members banded together on March 4th, 1901, with headquarters in what major U.S. city? Answer, please.
Indianapolis.
Close. Chicago. 10 points in the bonus. Next toss-up for both teams, number 8. Founded in Glendale, California in 1945 by the merging of 2 stores, and by 1949 had enough locations to require a production plant. In 1953, its ad firm added the iconic number to its logo, as well as pink and chocolate polka dots. On the last day, Baskin Robbins is correct for 10 points. Bonus. Bonus about the, I guess for some reason I got it here as Showtime, but it's the HBO TV series Veep, for 10 points each. First, this multi-Emmy winner portrays the title character.
Julia Louis.
Yep. This Arrested Development vet plays her personal aide.
Yeah, 20 go.
Tony Hale is correct. Just about to call you on that. Finally, the series is based off of what BBC sitcom? Answer, please.
Blend of Bishop.
It's called The Thick of It. You get 20 points in the bonus. Toss up for both teams, number 9. Its hospital section on the south side of the island has been closed to the public since 1930. Okay, yeah. No, -5, we'll continue. Originally the site of Fort Gibson, a 1998 Supreme Court decision ruled that a majority of its landmass was in New Jersey, not New York as law thought. Hosting a museum of immigration since 1990 for 10 points, named this New York Bay locale that served as America's busiest immigration inspection station from 1892 to 1954. Yeah.
Ellis Island.
Ellis Island, 10 points. And your bonus. For 10 points each, given the manner of death, name the Dickens character it applies to. First, this Oliver Twist character hanged himself, unclear if accidental or on purpose, while trying to escape a mob seeking justice for his murder of his prostitute girlfriend, Nancy.
Sykes.
Bill Sykes. She died in burns suffered when the old wedding dress she confidently wore caught fire in Great Expectations. Miss Havisham. In Tale of Two Cities, he was guillotined in place of Charles Darnay, to whom he bore a striking resemblance.
Sidney Carter.
Sidney Carton, 30 points. Toss-up number 10, and give a full pause for a score check. The name's the same. A statue by Edward Erickson on a rock in Copenhagen Harbor, first made public, yes, Little Mermaid for 10 points. Bonus about artificially produced chemical elements, 10 points each. First, this element, number 94, is still considered an artificially produced element, even though it can be found in trace quantities in uranium ores due to such reactions as double beta decay. Answer, please. Plutonium.
Sorry.
This element, whose name comes from the Greek for artificial, is the lightest element with no stable isotopes, the longest living having a half-life of about 4.2 million years. Now's the time. Although production on Earth is almost entirely artificial, this element has been detected in the emission spectra of several stars. Far from the gods, if you will. Promethium, look at that, 20 points. At halftime, I have a score of Potpourri, 140, Lutheran Jihad, 125. We'll check that in a moment. That's fine. You said 135?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It took a negative at the beginning and a negative at the end.
That's correct. Oh, that's 130. That's right. I misadded that. So it's 135, 125. Yep, I just forgot to add the last 25. So the score stands as 135 for Potpourri, 125 for Lutheran Jihad.